Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Can you tell me your full name?
Sure, my full name is Joaquin Campos Barrientos, and
How do you spell your surname?
Campos Campos.
Where are you from?
Well, I am from Mexico. To be specific, I live in Torreón, Coahuila.
What do you like most about your hometown?
Well, what I like most is that I have all my family here, most of them, my friends, and my girlfriend.
What's your job?
Uh, I have a job. I work in Pascan. I work walking dogs in the neighborhood Campestre Torreón. I enjoy a lot my job because I can study and going to that work at the same time.
What exactly does your job involve?
It involves that I go to the houses and then I walk the dogs 30 minutes per day. I walk around 10 dogs per day from Monday to Friday.
What made you decide on this kind of work?
I decided this job because first I like a lot the dogs, and because it was a very good job. It was very good paid, and it it was so good for me to continue studying at the same time.
How do you use English in your work?
Well, I have one customer that he's from Texas, so he speaks just a little bit of Spanish. So when I go to his house, I need to speak English to him. So English helped me in my work on that.
Part 2. Reading aloud. You will see 8 sentences on the screen. Read each sentence aloud after the tone. Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Question 1.
This is the latest version of the plan.
Question 2.
These are the minutes of the last commit meeting.
Question 3.
Sales have risen faster than expected over the last quarter.
Question 4.
I will give you a summary of the figures at the end of my talk.
Question 5.
Mr. Bone apologizes for not being able to attend the reception.
Question 6.
Permission to develop the land must be gained in advance.
Question 7.
Dr. Clark would like you to phone her back before 3 o'clock.
Question 8.
The design should follow the guidelines set out in the tender specifications.
Part 3. Presentation. You will have 1 minute to talk about a topic. First, you have 40 seconds to read the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Please begin speaking now.
Well, my perfect office to work in will be I would like it to be on the center of the city because it's a part that it's near for all the staff, and I would like that my office look like not very luxury but in good conditions. I wouldn't like to be very luxury. I just want it to be good and comfortable for my staff so that they can feel good and they can work better, and I want them to be happy. The facilities of the office, that it has a very good air conditioner, that it has like a store near there so that my staff can go and get a snack if they want. And also I would like it to have a Wi-Fi, very good Wi-Fi for having a good work.
Part 4. Presentation with graphics. You will have 1 minute to talk about some visual information. First, you have 1 minute to look at the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Begin speaking now.
Well, like we can see on this chart of Pepco exports, we can see that from 2005 to 2007, Japan has been the one with most exportations. Uh, we can see that on 2005 they have 75%, and then on 2006 they reduced to 56, and they ended up on 50%. And Brazil, it started very low with a 10%, but then it started growing with a 30% on 2006, and in 2007 finally ended up with a 25%. And on the case of Canada, it started with a 15%, then the next year stayed the same, and until 2007, it started growing to 25%. We can see that in the last year, Japan continues being the best.
Part 5. Communication activity. You will imagine you are in this situation. You have 40 seconds to read the task. How important do you think the location of a conference is?
I think the location is very important because it needs to be on a place that most of the people know, not on a very far place from the city. It needs to be on a place that everyone knows and that they can get there easily.
What equipment should a good conference center have?
In my opinion, the equipment that a conference should have, it doesn't have to be very luxury or like very expensive. You just have to have a good microphone, a screen, and a computer to be moving the slides, and obviously water for drinking.
What catering facilities do you expect to find in a good conference center?
I think that the most important facility should be the price because a lot of people wants to go to conference, but some of them are very expensive. So they need to have a good price, but not very low because I know that a conference and the equipment that you need needs to have the money back.
What makes a good conference speaker?
What makes a good conference speaker is a person that tries to have the conference like very happy and that motivates you to be active and listening and not getting bored.
What is the ideal length of a good conference?
In my opinion, the ideal leg of a conference is that it needs to last the first hour and then have a break because if you stay listening and listening, then you get bored. So you need to have a break and then come back for the last part of the conference.
That's the end of the BULATS speaking test.